we here.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm hanging in there, man. It's been a little bit. Had some stuff drop, couple shows come out, couple trailers. So I'm in here. I'm ready.
All right.
Yeah, how you doing?
Well, I'm thirsty. That's one thing, but I'm doing all right.
Good.
Doing all right. Been watching it. What you been watching lately?
Oh man. Finished Goosebumps. I know we want to talk about that, so we'll probably get to that soon. I got the last episode of Invincible coming up. I had to watch that one. I do want to talk about that. I'll probably do that on TikTok. And I gotta watch House of Usher, man. I've been BSing with it for a while. I heard it was really good, so that's probably up on my list right now. And just saw Napoleon.
Well, you gotta watch House of Usher if you were somewhat born in Baltimore.
I was not born in Baltimore. I visited on a unseen amount of.
Well, where were you born at?
I was born a little east.
Where were you born?
Beverly, Maryland.
Where?
Is it Beverly? No, Cheverly, Maryland.
Cheverly?
Yeah, Cheverly, Maryland. So a little east, but yeah, man.
Sounds like Baltimore.
Yeah,
But today we're gonna talk about this Fallout trailer that came out.
Yeah.
Show based on this post-apocalyptic world where you kind of make your own journey. So we'll see how they fuck it up on Amazon Prime.
You gotta give them a chance, man. Amazon, hey man, The Boys been hitting, Invincible's hit. No, Halo was on Paramount Plus, so can't count that one. So yeah, you gotta give Amazon Prime their credit. They put out some good shows now.
I will not give them credit.
They've been on
2 shows at a 75. No.
What else has come out on Amazon Prime?
There's a lot of shows that come on Amazon Prime. Just nothing that I think has been based off a video game.
I don't think anything outside of those. I don't know. Oh wait, no, not Jack Reacher.
Jack Reacher was on there.
Jack Reacher on Amazon Prime, wasn't it?
No, I'm talking about based off a video game. Those are based off of books.
I know, but I'm talking about shows in general. Jack Reacher and Jack.
They have some good shows. They have some good shows, but people like to destroy video game shows and movies. We know this. We know from experience. Out of like the 100 video game shows and movies, there have been like 6 that have been really good, and there have been like 6 that have been somewhat okay, and then there's been 80 that have been 78 that have been awful and unwatchable.
You know which one of those was like really good?
Tekken 2.
No, you know which one.
It's not Mortal Kombat.
No, and that one either.
Double Dragon.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World, baby.
But that was based off of a comic book.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
They made the video game after.
All right, man. All right, let's jump into this. Let's jump into this Fallout, man. So you say apocalyptic world where you kind of do what you want.
You make your own story. There's always a story, but you can branch off and do your own thing. So let's just go ahead and get into it real quick.
Let's see what it's hitting for. Let's see if they tax it.
I don't know this slang.
I know that I've lived a relatively comfortable life.
Stop! Listen! You need to go home. Vault dwellers are an endangered species. You would be willing to do what it takes.
Bro.
If you insist on staying, then you will have to adapt.
I don't want to see tomorrow unless I see it with.
He a new barber, god damn.
Tomorrow, so they say, will be a lovely day. A bright new will suddenly break through. But I don't want to see tomorrow unless I see it with you.
And grab the moldy one.
Tomorrow, so I hear the clouds
I don't want to see tomorrow. I see
Okay. All right.
Yep.
All right, man. So as the unexperienced viewer of myself, looks interesting. Looks like they spent some money. First of all, it looks like they didn't go cheap on this one. I don't know what's going on here, so you have to explain. So my questions are: this seems like a post-apocalyptic level world. Obviously, there's some monsters in here, so I can't blame that on evolution, unless it's
No, I mean, it's just simply explained by radiation. That's it.
Yeah, I'm saying, let's hear the ye old radiation.
Yeah, and the thing that's interesting about Fallout is even though it's post-pop with the future, everything looks like it's from the 50s at all times. I always thought that was cool about the game. But what it's about is what you see in the trailer. You see people in these blue suits, and they look normal. Those are people that were like basically in hibernation in these underground vaults while the bombs are going off on top. And the guy, first of all, like give it up for my man, Walton Goggins, like playing a ghoul. And the ghouls obviously were the people that were still up top, that got exposed to a whole bunch of radiation with no noses, one eye, all that kind of stuff.
I feel like you wouldn't have survived that.
I mean, I don't know. Look, it's a video game. He's not in the face. He's not in the face of the radiation. He's just not in an underground steel bunker.
I get it, but at the point where you lose your nose, your eyes, like your skin bends over, that doesn't look like adaptation. That looks like you should be on your deathbed.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Well, apparently they live longer in some of the games too. So. Like I like Walton Goggins is y'all probably know him from Justified, G.I. Joe.
One of my favorite Vice Principals.
What's the movie with Samuel, the new Quentin Tarantino, not the new one, but the Quentin Tarantino movie where they were in the cabin for the whole movie, and it was the guy Russell.
Hateful Eight.
Hateful Eight. Yeah, he was the warden in that. He does his thing. I didn't know that he's actually a country boy. I thought that he just always happens to play a country guy. He's from Alabama.
I can see it. I can see what his accent, man. Honestly, him in Vice Principals is like one of my absolute favorite like performances. He is him and Danny McBride are so fucking good in that show. Like it's honestly one of like I feel like a lot of people haven't seen Vice Principals. It's kind of been like well received, but low on the radar. Like if you haven't seen that, you can check it out because him and Danny McBride going at each other for 3 seasons is absolute comedy.
Yeah, I've only seen a few episodes of it, but I mean, yeah, both of them together. Danny McBride I feel like no matter who he's partnered with, they're both going to do well. I've seen him in horror movies. He does well in drama. He does well in everything. It's crazy.
Because kind of they just up the level of pettiness in that show. And they like, it starts at a place and you're like, well, they can't get much worse than this. And it's like, no, we keep going to the point where they're committing like federal crimes over a principal job.
Yeah. But I'm excited for the show just to see what it is. I mean, even though I never have high hopes for video game shows, I can't remember the last video game live action show that was even watchable. I really can't. I mean, Halo I thought was watchable for like 2 episodes. And then it went to the only thing reminiscent about the game is they have suits and then Marines, and then they're going against these aliens. Everything else, I was like, what's going on here? I was like, this is just like it's always weird to me when you have so much, when you have basically a decade of material to pull from, and you say, nah, we're gonna take the name, then we're just gonna make whatever we want. And I'm like, if you made things reminiscent of these games, like not exactly the way it is, the fans would praise it and go see it, and you would make billions of dollars. Like, but when all it takes is like a quarter of the fans to see it and say this is trash and a disgrace to the game for everyone else just to not see it. We've seen it with superhero movies.
I mean, video games is kind of its own category and maybe a little bit too adaptation because you really got to punch up the story. And I mean, we've seen it go ways of Resident Evil where it's entertaining, but at the same time ridiculous. And you're kind of at the point where it's like Resident Evil 8, like fuck it, like it's not even a point at this. Or we've seen it just start terribly, like the last Mortal Kombat, where there was really no excuse for that. And that's worse because they had storylines to work from. They were just like, we good.
They had storylines from 1992 to today to work to. And they said, we're going to do our own thing. It's like, what is going on? So we'll see. The trailer does look good.
Yeah, I mean, coming as an outsider in, I've never played Fallout. I've heard of the game, just never played or seen anything from it. I mean, this looks like a post-apocalyptic shows always have hope. They always can do well. There's probably a lot of material to work from because, like you said, you played multiple games, so a good amount of stuff to pull. I mean, Amazon Prime hasn't really failed me in a lot of shows. I mean, I've seen like 4 or 5 that have been relatively good. I don't know if I've seen one Amazon Prime. I'm just like, this is nonsense. I mean, I'm sure there's some out there and I haven't looked for them. So if you want to be that guy to just scroll through the Rolodex and see what they have, it's like, well, fine, be that guy. But as far as like properties that I knew and I wanted to check out, they haven't failed with me yet. So I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. I mean, I would give this trailer price of admission to say like it'll get me to watch.
Yeah, I'd say that the trailer does look good. And the good thing about this series is it's hard to make it bad because, like I said, there's a story. Like in the 4th one, you're looking for your missing son, and you were in hibernation. Someone took him from you when you were in hibernation. That's the main story. You're looking for your missing son. You can branch off to like 20 different paths and do other stuff, but you're going to go back to finding your son. So they can take any path they want to in this show. Any path that they want to.
It's hard to mess it up. There, but I am over this looking for this family member that's been gone for 40 years in an apocalyptic level world. Well, chances are they're probably dead.
But remember, like you just woke up. Like to you, it's only like an hour has passed because you just woke up. So you don't know what's going on. So when you come out, you kind of look around. You're like, wait a minute, why is this bug the size of my chest? What's happening here? And so you start to get to know things. Then you start to remember, this guy snatched him from me in hibernation. So you don't know whether your kid's in hibernation. You don't know whether you woke up and he's still a baby. You don't know what's going on. So you have to look for him. And it progresses into the twists and turns.
I just don't want that Five Nights at Freddy vibes of where like he's dead. like he was still searching. Like I didn't tell you, but he did.
Yeah, he.
But not to get back on that. But yeah, man, I feel like this show it looks good right now. Looks like they spent some money. They got a lot to work from here. Walton Goggins, as always, if I see him, I'm tuning in. Did you recognize any of the other actresses that we have in here?
This Ella Purnell. She was on She was on Day of the Dead. No, Army of the Dead. Excuse me. She's on Army of the Dead. She's going to be in Army of the Dead 2. And there's Army of the Dead. I think there's a cartoon coming out of Army of the Dead as well.
Okay.
She was in another show that was really big. I know she was in Mrs. Peregrine's Home for the Children. Oh, have you saw that movie before?
I know it. I don't know if I've seen it.
Oh, that movie was great. But she was in Star Trek Prodigy, but as a voice actor. As far as like not a voice actor, I don't know her to be in many things. I see right here she's in Sweet Bitter. I don't know what that is. It was on Stars, and we don't pay for Stars over here.
I don't pay for anything. Yeah, we just always find it legally. Free trials.
But I mean, looks good. So we'll see.
All right, man. Well, I mean that's really all I got. Our first impression, but I mean it's done enough for me to watch it. So hey, I'm ready to tune in. I hope it doesn't go to become one of those fall asleep shows like Halo did. When it's time for bed, I put Halo on. I'm out.
Falling asleep. I couldn't even get. As soon as I turn it on, I'm drunk. I'm already drunk.
At first, it was Legends of Tomorrow, and then it became Halo.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Gary? Gary, what up? See Gary in the chat. What's going on, man? Yeah. But what we got next? We got to do another trailer right after this. But yeah, I'll see. So Gary just jumped in here. Yeah, I'll see, man. I'm excited for the trailer. I never played the game, so I don't know. Scotty did play the game, so he'll give you more opinion based on that. But it's enough for me to watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it, and I'll complain.
You
have no problem.
You play no matter what.
I got no problem complaining.
Be perfect. But what trailer we got next coming up?
We got Godzilla versus Kong 2 or Godzilla versus Kong and Thanos 2. We'll tell you about that later.
All right. So we probably run that. I'd say give us like 15, 20. We'll be back. Hopping Never's gotta get it to go real quick. So we'll be back in a little bit. But Scotty, for people who just wanted to see Fallout, they don't care about Godzilla. Let them know where they can find you at, man.
Well, you can find me at as soon as I find wherever I'm at. Hold on now. Boom. You can find me at Instagram at ScottyGetDown1 or TikTok at Corona Comics. I'm getting quite a following on Corona Comics right there.
Yeah, you become a little celebrity. You know, so if you ain't that in the comics, you just want a guy who's gonna give you the best opinions on movies. You can find me. I'm finding.
Wait, hold on. You said the best opinions on movies?
The best.
There he is.
No, that's a typo. Major type. They typed the whole thing wrong. I don't know if they got a letter right. But yeah, if you want to find me, find it Johnson on Instagram. I am on TikTok, F. Johnson as well. See Boy Quitting on Twitter, where Gary see me at right now. And then Minor League Films, also on TikTok. I do a lot of videos up there. Scotty chimes in as well. So you can find both of us there. But like I said, we'll be right back with the Godzilla versus Kong 17 trailer. So we'll knock that out. Scotty, got anything else for the people?
That's all I got.
All right, we'll see y'all soon.
All right. This show's gonna suck.